Well, good Friday evening, everyone. It's garden tour time. So let's get started on this side of the garden, then I'll take you on around. All right, y'all. So I've got the light on tonight because it started to get dark early. I think we're getting closer and closer to that fall back time. Who knows? It may have just been later than I thought it was. But here's our first aloe plant, still doing good by the front door. And then here's our next aloe, doing good. And then down here, I cut the catnip and it went in here for Casper whenever he feels like coming and sitting in the chair. There he is with his glowy eyes. Alright, y'all. So then the chrysanthemum I went ahead and put over here, and it's doing pretty good. Let me see if I can get this flash off. Okay, so then the next plant we have is the currant bush, y'all. Look at all the new leaves I have on here. So definitely had to water it well enough, and it's doing much better. And then the next aloe is doing very well. The basil is doing well. And a pretty American flag out front. Spanish lavender's doing well. And then the next aloe is doing well. And then y'all, look right down here. Look how well the celosia flowers are doing. They're just spreading out and blooming everywhere. The geraniums are still hanging in there, still staying strong, just no flowers. The jacaranda is still on nice and healthy and happy and beautiful. The pepper plants that I thought were gonna die on me, y'all, look what I'm seeing here. Do you see that? It's getting ready to bud. There's actually several there. So the ones that I thought were gonna die out are doing great. In fact, they're producing more. So I'm excited. And then the purple cone flowers, still no flowers yet, but they're all nice and healthy and pretty. Both of the cucumber plants, y'all. Looky there, look how good and healthy they both look. And then down here, hopefully you can see them right there. And right there's some more cucumbers coming in. And then the mint, let me finish letting it zoom back in. The mint is doing well. Look what we have on this tomato plant here, y'all. See if we can get it to focus. Tomatoes. And then here's our pepper plant from our friends from Bangladesh. And our parsley's doing good. And our other tomato plant is doing good. And our lemon balm is just coming into its own. Alright, y'all. So does anyone see what I see on this tomato plant? It's our first tomato to pick. See if I can hold the camera and pick it at the same time. Look, y'all. There's the first tomato off the vine. Isn't that awesome? Loving it. And then our next pepper plants are doing really good. In fact, see if I can show you. Right there, there's a bud coming on. I'm excited. And this tomato plant still has flowers and tomatoes all over. And then our mint and rosemary are doing great. In fact, stay tuned for tomorrow. I'm gonna do something with them. And then y'all, do you see them? Let's see here. There we go. See right there? Got more tomatoes. And one getting ready to ripen right here. See if I can make that focus there a little better. Sorry for the blurriness, y'all. And then have more tomatoes there. And more tomatoes there. Lots of tomatoes on this plant, y'all. Okay, let's go on over to the other part of the garden. Here we are over here with our pink zinnias. I had to cut some back, but this one's getting ready to flower. Then our celosia still haven't produced flowers, but that's okay. And then I just planted these zucchini plants last week, so they're only 2 weeks old. And here's one of them. And then here's another one, y'all. Isn't that awesome? I love it. And I found out what killed my vining plants, and I'll tell you at the wrap up. And then here is my watermelon plant, y'all. Let me bring y'all all the way back so you can see just how big it has gotten. And I've had to cut off multiple shoots because I'm just trying to have 2 vines, because 2 vines are plenty. Especially, see if I can zoom in over here. When you start to have some watermelons coming on. And then I moved the zinnias, and you'll see in just a minute. I forgot to water them today, so they don't look happy, but I just watered them really well just now. But this mint and lavender right here, and I have a stake for this vine of watermelon to go down. And then I moved the dandelions right over here, so I'd have room for more watermelon to go down if it needed. And y'all, this is what happens to zinnia plants when you don't water them on a day that turns 99 without the heat index factored in Texas. But they'll perk up. In fact, I'll show y'all a picture. Maybe when I do the health update Monday, put a few pictures in there that you see they're okay. But here's some pretty red zinnias right here. And another one blooming. And speaking of zinnias, check out this video right here about my 40th birthday and zinnias. And then here's the maroon zinnia. And got the marigolds, and I cut both the marigolds. Got the flowers inside now. And they're doing good. So I'm going to turn you around and we'll do the recap. And this, y'all, is what the garden looks at night after the sun goes down. Alright, y'all. So this week in the garden was a very good week. I learned what was attacking my zucchini, my pumpkin, all my vining plants was a vine borer, which are little bugs that like to get into the vine and destroy them. So it wasn't me overwatering, it was a vine borer getting in there. So unfortunately, I took the pumpkin out because it was already too badly damaged. But I do know now what to do, so I will do pumpkin again for the fall. So probably here at the end of August or the middle of August, probably next week or the week after, I'll go ahead and start pumpkins again. But make sure to put diatomaceous earth around the bottoms to keep the vine borers out. So that's one of those things you'll learn as a gardener. You just got to keep doing your research because that's what happens. But everything else is doing good. I got to eat my first tomato just a second ago while I was walking to get here to do the wrap up. And it was delicious, y'all. It was nice and juicy. I love it. So I am excited to taste all the other ones too. But I hope your week in the garden is going well. I hope you're doing well. And as always, if you like this video, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And if you're still here, don't forget to check out the zinnia video that I mentioned earlier. Y'all have a great evening, and I will see y'all tomorrow for something having to do with the rosemary and mint. Well, y'all, this is why don't fret even if you forgot to water for one day. Look at how perked up all the leaves are now on the zinnia plant. Just a little bit of water goes a long way. Hope y'all have a great evening.